point, Cameron Dicker.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Chargers 7, Raiders 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Taken down at the 42. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
2nd and 6. And he rips that one incomplete there.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
The pass intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now they go screen. It's complete.
He's across midfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
Herbert.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So the first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As the season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down the left sideline. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
52 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. That is caught. He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Herbert now. Forced out to his left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Now it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Here now, 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. The Raiders at 5-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And the Raiders have got him.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
On 4th down, Herbert.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Robert Spillane. And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So consecutive interceptions interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw.
And that is incomplete. Boy, did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Holland. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Pushes him over. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll look to throw again.
And this one finds McConkey.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Quinn Johnston, the intended receiver on the play.
And it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Herbert throwing again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 29. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw again. The left side throw complete to Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a 1st down.
They'll throw now on the final play. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Raiders 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you can... And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Holland. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Oh, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Henley. And the return will stop right around the 25. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. It's caught here by Adams. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
13 more yards. That's another.
They'll set up to throw. And now here is another interception.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
107 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They'll look to throw here.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw.
Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it, as he gets wiped out on that one. 3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. Pollard.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Buying time to his left.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why didn't you take your quarterback out in games in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
He gets it to Johnston.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. And that is incomplete.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point try now from Dicker.
Well, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escapes the sack. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Chargers.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.